there's a new documentary that Steve sent me. Now I'm blanking on the guy's name who made
Sean Stone.
There you go. And it's all about what's really wrong with America. And it's pretty interesting. Let's play a little bit of it.
We have a new empire. It's not an American empire, it's a corporate empire. And the U.S. government and its many institutions, the CIA, the NSA, the Pentagon, support corporations in so many ways. And it's really created what I could call a death economy. This is an economy that's based to a large degree on killing people, or the threat of killing people, militarization. A huge percentage of the U.S. budget goes to the military. And it's also based on destroying the resources upon which it's based, ravaging the earth, tearing up these resources and not replacing them.
He's talking about our broken system. I've talked about...
Well, I love the term that he uses, the death economy.
Yes.
He's right. We've become a death economy where we are so dependent on the military-industrial complex. I mean, they command such a huge portion of our federal budget. And these wars have not ended. These wars have just not ended. How many years have we been in Afghanistan now? There's like a generation of Americans who have never known a time of peace. They've always been at war. So we've had this war ravaging in Afghanistan for 15 years, 17 years. I forget how long it's been. Iraq, we're still in Iraq. We're in Libya, Syria. We're bombing Yemen, Somalia. The list goes on and on.
But,
and you know, you mentioned this before. We've literally run out of bombs because we've bombed so much around the world. So guess what? We just have to make more bombs, buy more bombs, spend more money on more bombs. So this is the new economy that we live in.
You know what we didn't run out of? We didn't run out of jeans. We didn't run out of air conditioners. We didn't run out of TVs. You know why? Because we don't make that shit here anymore. You know, we make bombs. We make bombs and missiles and fighter jets, and then we sell them to Saudi Arabia for $29 billion. And why do we got to keep the wars going? Because that's the only thing we make here anymore. That's all we make. That's what we export. We export our good jobs to poorer countries with more desperate people, but we keep the jobs making the bombs. And then we sell the bombs to Saudi Arabia, and then they go bomb Yemen, and we help them. And then they bomb Syria, and we help them. But again, what are we doing in Syria? That's the one thing they'll never talk about on the news. What are we doing in Syria? Why are we there? We're really there to help people? Are you kidding me? And yeah, so that's where our money's going. It's not going to infrastructure. This is a death economy. That's all we make. We make bombs in America. We spend over $1 trillion on our military. And, you know, we could have, I can't say this enough. We're the richest country the face of the earth has ever seen, by far. We could have everything. We could have free college, free health care, without batting an eye, and it wouldn't hurt our economy. That's the whole thing. People think, like, who's going to pay for that? It pays for its goddamn self. You're investing in America. And when people don't have to worry about health care bills, and don't have to worry, and then they can get a job. They can maybe quit the job they hate and go do something that they want to do. They can help the economy. They can become whoever they're supposed to be. But people are now still chained to shitty jobs that they don't want anymore because of health care. Or they can't even get health care. People can't even get it, and they can't afford it. So
I also want to point out what was said in that little clip. The gentleman from Microsoft, he said that we are spending less now than we did in the 80s on research and development.
Yes, we're spending less now than we did in the 80s. And he said, that's great. Of course it is.
We're actually spending about half as what we did back then.
Right.
Which is crazy. And so rather than innovating and leading the future on, you know, renewables and I don't know, you know, Hyperloop, there are things that are happening in the private sector, but the government has to get involved. And there are certain things that the government should not be involved. For example, Jank makes this example all the time. Government shouldn't be involved in the process of making sneakers, for example, right? But we needed the government's effort to bring the internet to what it is.
Yes.
Without the government, we would not have had the internet. Without the government, we wouldn't have had GPS.
Right.
So there are certain things that the government should be involved in that really helps
Everybody.
all of society. And, you know, without the internet, we would not have, I mean, basically the internet drives most of the innovation and creates so many jobs. It's a big part of our economy. So what's beyond that? I don't know. I'm not smart to figure out what the next giant technological leap will be. but the government should invest in America so that we can get there.